the hustle and bustle of the online world, I know it's easy for your business to get lost in the crowd. But with a little strategic bullet point magic, you can absolutely stand out, grab attention, and drive results. Welcome to the Master Your Business podcast, where we bring you the best in branding, marketing, and customer experience strategies. I'm Deirdre Martin, your host. And if you've been asking yourself how to level up your growing business, your marketing, your customer experience, or how to make more of an impact with your brand, this show is for you. You'll discover actionable tips and insights to help businesses just like yours gain clarity and illuminate the path to success. Train with industry experts, learn sales and marketing strategies, business and mindset hacks, and be inspired by authentic entrepreneurship stories. As your host, I share the no-nonsense advice that accelerated my journey from boring bank manager to industry thought leader in marketing and customer experience. Learn how I made the leap into the world of six-figure success, digital courses, keynote speaking, and co-authoring a #1 bestseller in just 1 year. Together with interviews from industry experts, this show ensures you're seen, heard, and hired by your ideal clients. Join our growing community of subscribers and let the Master Your Business podcast empower you to tackle your most significant challenges on your path to business success. Don't miss out. It's your turn to learn from the best and master your dream business. Welcome back to the Master Your Business podcast. On today's episode of the show, we're going to dive into bullet points and specifically how you can use them to transform your social media game. And this is not a topic I've heard or seen covered by many marketers or anything else. I've read a lot of marketing books. I follow a lot of the main marketing people, but I've not seen this come up very often. In fact, not at all in any of the marketing books I've read, except for one. Several months ago, I read a book by copywriting guru Ray Edwards, and he has a whole chapter in his book about this. Now, the book is not necessarily just about marketing. The book is about copywriting and words that make people buy things. And little did I know that there are over 20 different types of bullet points that you can use when you're writing for your business. Yeah, like numbers always amaze me. To think that there's 20 different types of bullet points, I was a little bit shocked, like actually more than 20. And what I realized as I read through the chapter and did some additional research later, and even some reflection, was that I had been unintentionally doing some of these. And now that I'm more aware of them, I've seen and noticed some really big influencers use them too. And I guarantee you, you are probably using them if you are writing content in any guise for your business. And here's the thing. In the hustle and bustle of the online world, I know it's easy for your business to get lost in the crowd. But with a little strategic bullet point magic, you can absolutely stand out, grab attention, and drive results. Now, I love bullet points. I really love them. I love them when they're short, succinct, and punchy. And when I'm scrolling on social media, I tend to stop and read people's content when I know that's the format of their writing, if that makes sense. I like that sort of style. And I've tried to adapt that style as much as possible myself and have been testing the use of bullet points in my own copy. So I know that these bullet points, they work. And today I'm going to share 5 of the easiest, most effective ones that have worked for me and will likely work for you too, so that you have your social media followers flocking to your brand, because that's exactly what happens to me when I use these really effectively and strategically, and I'm thinking through the process of how I'm going to apply them. And when I do them well in my posts, those are the posts that send people to my DMs and start messaging me to say, Deirdre, how do we work with you? What's your group about? Tell me what your prices are, all of those sorts of things. And that's exactly what you want to happen. So you create really good content that's captivating, and then people are flocking towards your brand. And just in case you're wondering, what is she talking about? Bullet points? What? Yes, literally, like it says on the tin, bullet points. Those short little sentences, usually preceded by that little black dot. And really, what bullet points are, if you think about it, they're like little mini hooks that catch the eye and make your content more scannable. Now, when I'm writing copy for websites, oh my gosh, you can bet your bottom dollar there are bullet points all over it, but they might not look like bullet points because they might not have that little black dot. They might have a different icon, or they could be very short and succinct. They might list the benefits or the features of what your offer is all about. But basically, if you think about what bullet points are, they're kind of like a table of contents or the list of chapters in the front of a book or in a big document. They give you an idea as to what the key takeaways are or what the content's going to be about without overwhelming you. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, before I share 5 different types of bullet points, let me quickly just invite you to subscribe to the show wherever you're listening today if you haven't done so before. And after I share this bullet point magic with you today, if you've enjoyed listening, please give me a rating or a review. Thank you in advance. Okay, so bullet point type 1. I'm going to call this the testimony blaster. Right? So testimonials, they're forms of social proof, right? And it's more than just a 5-star review. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about where a client gives you feedback, written, verbal, you name it, any form of feedback. I know it's easier said than done. I am guilty of forgetting to include testimonials in my content. People give me great feedback and I just move on to try and help them get more results. So they give me more great feedback, but I don't record it and share it as often as I should. And so when it comes to bullet points, what you're trying to do with these testimonial ones, the testimonial blaster, is to let your client's words shine with bullet points that highlight specific achievements or positive outcomes. So what I mean is, then instead of you saying something in your content, oh, my clients love me, aren't I great, that sort of stuff. What you want to say instead is, my client John saw an average of 20% increase in sales after working with us. Or Sinead said she felt instantly more confident about her messaging after just one session. So those are easy peasy. And they're things that people say that you can communicate. Now, if you get a really long testimonial, sometimes those testimonials are like War and Peace. And it's not always appropriate to share the whole thing every single time. So what I recommend that you do is, if a client gives you a testimonial, ask permission to break it up so you can share it in this format and other types of formats too. Okay? Type 2 bullet point is the pain point eraser. Now, if you've listened to the show, you'll know I'm always talking about knowing your ideal clients. And part of this is identifying the common challenges or pain points or frustrations or irritations or any of those things that they experience as it relates to what they want from your brand. Okay? And so a great way to incorporate these pain points into your messaging is to take them and address them head on with bullet points. Yeah, easy. When you do, this demonstrates your understanding of your ideal client's struggles and it positions you as the solution provider they've been looking for. Okay, so here's an example. Instead of saying, oh, I don't know, we're business growth wizards, say something like, we help businesses overcome common hurdles like attracting new customers and increasing sales. That's much more tangible and concrete because it's attracting the customers and it's increasing sales. You're not just a wizard, right? What does a wizard actually do? Does it pull a bunny out of a hat? You need to say that if that's what the case is. With this one, what you could do, and this is really powerful, is you could list a few together and then provide a solution at the end, like this. Tired of feeling stuck, struggling to attract new or convert leads into paying customers? Question. Feeling overwhelmed with the day-to-day tasks of marketing your business? Question, right? So I'm saying question, just a question mark at the end. But these are all bullet points and you can have them the other after the other. And then what you do is you position the solution next. So you could say something like, we help businesses overcome marketing challenges so they can easily market themselves online and attract treat and make more money. Simple. So that's the solution. So you're erasing the pain points by providing the solution at the end. Now, the solution doesn't always have to be you selling your services. Sometimes the solution can be just tips and advice. Make sense? Bullet point type 3 is your USP. That rhymes actually. Bullet point type 3 is your USP. So your USP is your unique selling point. It helps you clearly articulate what makes your business unique and special. Those bullet points here, I think, is really if expertise is, the experience that you have, and special offers that can set you apart from the competition. So instead of saying we're the best in the business or we go the extra mile, which is one that makes me cringe every time I hear it, by the way. And me culpa, I used to say this when I worked in the bank, we go the extra mile. BS, folks. Our team of experienced experts has a proven track record of helping businesses achieve their goals. Now that's good, but you could make it even better by making it even more specific if you can. So you could say something like, we're the only Stewart brand marketing agency in town with a proven track record of helping businesses like yours clarify their message in 3 hours or less. So that's specific to the area. It's what you do, the type of certification that you have, for example, and it's a time frame as well. So that is not just generic USP, it's much more specific and tangible. Make sense? Okay. Number 4 bullet point is success story. Okay, I love this because it involves stories to show off your ability to transform lives and businesses. And a great way to do that is with bullet points. And I don't mean by just constant self promotion. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I am talking about are summarizing the tangible benefits and impact of your work. So it could be if somebody gets help with the type of solution that you provide, what is the outcome of that? What is the impact of that? What is the benefit of that happening? As opposed to just, we're amazing. Or instead of saying, we're a force for good, something tangible. Lucy increased her website traffic by 200% in just 6 months by clarifying her message. So how you did it, it's a success story. Or again, I helped Paddy achieve his dream of becoming a 7-figure entrepreneur. Paddy, if you're listening, I know this is aspirational for you. You're nearly there, my friend. Or another one, Maggie got clarity on her niche and clients in just a few weeks. They're so much more powerful and they're still really short. And they all tell a story, which I love because people really engage in stories. And for the longest time, this was stuff that I never included in my copy, but I do it now, and people can really see themselves in the messaging, even when it's in bullet point format. Last but not least is bullet point type 5, the advice ally. And by this one, what you do is you position yourself as an industry expert and thought leader by sharing actionable advice and tips in bullet point form. Yes, these bite-sized nuggets can help establish your credibility and attract curious minds. So a lot of people come to me to work with me because they want to be seen as thought leaders. That's what they want, to get help disrupting the market and clarifying a message so they're seen as thought leaders. And often what happens as a result of that thought leadership makes attracting clients a lot easier. And so if that's you and you're looking to write copy of bullet point format in this way and to establish your thought leadership, instead of saying something like, we're the know-how gurus, say, here are 3 simple steps to achieve your goal today. Or, did you know that clarifying your message can help you make more money? Or take the free story brand report to discover instantly the areas of your marketing to focus on that drive results and start taking action. Now, by the way, because I'm all about giving loads of value on the podcast and in all of my content and so that last bullet point is actually a real one. I will share the link in the show notes to the StoryBrand questionnaire. It's a 10-minute questionnaire that guides you step by step as to how to further boost your social media engagement and conversions and on your website as well. So definitely take 10 minutes out after listening to this short episode and spend the time doing that. And honestly, it's going to give you quite a long and detailed report that's going to guide you through boosting everything that you need to boost in your business right now. So, bullet points. The question now is when to apply them. And the answer is simple. The next time you write copy, put some bullet points in there. They are working for me and they're working for some of the big names and successful professional service provider brands that I follow. And just in case you're not clear on how to apply them after listening to this, let me just say that there's really no right or wrong way to do it. You can use some of the different types I've called out here today, or all of them in one go. So by listing 5 bullets or 3 bullets, I like to use them in uneven numbers, 3, 5, 7, that sort of thing. What you could do is you could just take one type and have 5 of the same theme listed below. So 5 testimonial ones, for example. And by incorporating these bullet points into your social media, not just testimonials, any of the types I've shared with you today, you're going to be well on your way to supercharging your engagement and converting followers into paying customers. So that's it for today, folks. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to the Master Your Business podcast on your favorite platform, wherever you're listening today. Leave us a review, give us a rating, all of the things. Your feedback really genuinely does fuel our growth. It's the reason why we keep showing up and helping business like you. So until next time, keep mastering your business. Bye for now.